Man, look at the time. Did that say 2:30 in the morning? Saturday, August 20th? The hell? Is it AM? Let me check, because I'm not sure. Yeah, it's freaking Saturday, August 20th, 2:30 in the morning. And JB's still up? What are you doing, JB? Man, gotta get these videos done for YouTube, bro. Man, so what do you got going on here, JB? Let me know. Well, obviously, I have to edit my videos, make them. This is a new video that's coming out. So while we wait for this one to process, I figured we might as well make another one. Are you serious? You're making another video while uploading a video? That's crazy, bro. Well, I got nothing better to do. I mean, yeah, obviously, you notice how much technology is sitting on the table, right? You got the desktop computer, you have the Windows laptop, right? Obviously, this is a gateway. And then you got a MacBook Pro over here. Is this an iPad? Oh, yes, we did get an iPad. Wow. Man. And then also you got the iPhone sitting here. Why do you have all of this stuff sitting up here, JB? Are you trying to get robbed? No. That's why I got cameras and guns, right? And I live in the US, and it's a beautiful place when you own stuff like that. But nope, that's not the reason. The reason is, while I'm editing this video and processing it and everything and waiting for it to prepare, which takes a while, obviously, I wanted to give you guys some information. I know I have a lot of people that are subscribed to me now, and I'm subscribed to a lot of people, and they're always wanting information. Now, the best way to get information is to do research. Not saying that, oh, you can't go to the golden goose and he's not going to give it to you, but at the same time, I want you guys to be able to find this information because it's going to be pertinent for you, because, you know, I might not be able to answer your emails right away, even though I try to, and I try to get back to everybody as soon as possible. But, you know, if, like, say, for example, you have a electronic CO2 regulator, you need to know how it works, right? And this one's from Aquarium Plants. So you need an instruction guide, you know. So you print one out, you just keep it around, you know, you lay it on the side. You know, let's say you need to test your water, you forgot where you placed your stuff. You want to print this out yourself and just hold on to it. See, aquarium water testing. Or, you know, if you made a purchase, you know, you need the receipt, so that way you can go ahead and get your warranty on an item. You have that. But here's some pertinent information. I mean, besides all of that stuff, here's some pertinent information. I want you guys to go to Reef Aquarium Water Parameters, and it's made by Randy Holmes Farley, right? And then this is from reefkeeping.com. Obviously, if you're not a member, join. You don't have to join to get this, but this is the parameters for a reef. Why do I want you to have it? Because you can do just like me, post it on your wall, highlight the most important ones that pertain to you, and you can always have it whenever you're sitting down or doing whatever it is you have to do. Now, in this situation, I personally go by this religiously. I mean, these numbers, it gives you the reef aquarium recommendations, and it gives you the typical surface ocean value. So, and it gives you everything from calcium, alkalinity, salinity, temperature, pH, magnesium, phosphate, ammonia, silica, iodine, nitrate, nitrite, strontium, ORP, boron, every single thing, even iron, if you want to test that. So it's good to have. What I do is, if I know somebody who doesn't have one, I always keep several copies around, and I hand them out like they were religious newspapers. If you're not religious, then I just hand them out like they were the coupons, as you can say, for Publix or something. You always want to keep like different articles, you know, like how to tell you stuff. Me, like I said, I'm a beginner, so I had to learn chemistry for beginners. And you know, there's a lot of reading material out there that you can get. This one is dated back from 2007. I mean, come on, like why would you be using old references like this? Well, because guys, you have to start somewhere. Whether it be the past or the present, you have to start somewhere. Now, let's say you're not with this old black and white paper guides and stuff like that. You don't want to. I don't want to deal with this outdated information. Well, you know what? Put it to the side then. Throw it in the pile. But guess what? It'll be there when your computer breaks down. I'll let you know that much. But if you want to go to the computer, you can go to like places like this, the Reef and Marine Aquarium magazine. This is called Coral magazine, and this magazine basically is a online magazine. Also, you can get a hard copy if you want, in booklet form. I think they're like $7.99 per book or something like that, but you can order it, and basically it you can go through, and it has lots and lots of information on fish, and information you would really enjoy. I mean, there's letters, reef news, like what's going on around the world, so you can stay up to date. You know, I'm a person who loves to stay up to date. So we can go ahead and scroll down through the information, and we can get all the latest and greatest items. Now, if you want to know the difference in the eco marine pumps, the MP10, 40, 60, it has the different ones. You want to see the new bottles that come out, they have information on that. You want to see who's diving to go get the fish that you own and now have, they have information on that. I actually keep up with this because all the nice exotic fish that are coming out, they've always have them here. This article is called Designer Animals. The reason they call this article Designer Animals is because this particular article tells you all the fish that are actually genetically enhanced by man, which is us. So you want to know if your fish came like that, or if somebody tweaked it for it to look the way it does, then guess what? There's a lot of fish out there that are like that. And if you didn't know that, you can go here. See, man manipulates. Ooh, I'm real tired, guys. But man manipulates all of these different types of fish, you know, and corals, even corals and stuff. So you want to look into it. I mean, they have some pretty exotic fish. They got some common ones like the goldfish. For example, I know you guys watched Tank today, and you found out that goldfish don't have stomachs. So that's why you have to feed them several times a day. So that, you know, that's a little interesting fact. There's I know you guys know that there's certain freshwater fish that can be turned into saltwater fish for reasons for cleaning algae off the rocks and stuff like that. If you don't know about that, you need to read into it. I know you guys know about I mean, we first started with the infatuation of fresh water, and there's a lot of freshwater fish that can be adjusted and everything like that. So but there's also now an infatuation with salt water now as time has advanced, and we're able to keep these reefs in our house and turn these things into working pieces of art. But I just wanted to show you this magazine, and also it tells you how to keep different types of fish in different systems, how you can do 2 systems with one refugium. You know, it tells you about the new Potter's X Flame Angels that are coming out. They have new hybrid rock beauties, right, that are crossed with like I think it's Queen. And then this right here is one of my favorites. This right here is the Lightning Maroon Clown. Now, why is it my favorite? It's because they are a very rare treat to see. Very rare to see. I mean, they're trying to breed them right now. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna see it in my age, but I'm pretty sure by the time my son grows up and gets into a hobby, these are gonna be so common that you're gonna be able to buy them at your local fish store. So I'm hoping that works out, because I would love to see a pair in my tank. I mean, they have some amazing articles. And let's say you don't have a laptop, you don't use a laptop, you don't have time to use a laptop, but you have a iPad. Well, guess what? You can go to your iPad. Obviously, you can enter it, right? And the same thing we were just looking at on the computer. Let me get out of here. There's an app for that. You download this app right here. You can download this app called Coral, and you can actually get all your information that you need. But there's another app that you can also download. Let's see if I can find it. It's another nice little app that they have for the iPad. I know it's in here somewhere. Bear with me, guys. I got a lot of little games for my son because he loves to play, but it's not even mine. This is actually my wife's. So you gotta, since I didn't put this together, great. I mean, I'm not seeing the app right now, but it's actually an app to tell you how to that helps you with the words for aquariums, like all the acronyms that are actually for aquariums. Now, it used to be around here somewhere. Obviously, I can't find it right now. I guess it's just not my day, or it's just not my hour. But it's in here somewhere. Maybe I'll find it tomorrow or another day, and I'll definitely show it to you. But obviously, you gotta have your set of apps. But anyways, you got the app here. You got the app right here, which is a Coral magazine, and you can go to your library, depending on how long you've been subscribed to it, and you can go to each and every issue. And the nice part about it is that you're able you can actually scroll through the issue, and wherever you leave off, guess I went too far there, somewhere up in here, right here somewhere. Let's start right here. Wherever you leave off, you can actually come to your iPad, and basically, there we go. You can come over here and you can catch up, and you can go, you can start from wherever you left off at. So if this is where you left off, you got it here. Now let's say you don't have time to be carrying an iPad because you work a job where you don't really have time to be dealing with a large, heavy, bulky item like such as this one. Well, you can go to your phone, right? This is the app right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Aquaritations, and it has all the abbreviations for the reef world, or the water aquarium world. Like AC stands for activated carbon, acro means acropora coral, ADF is African dwarf frog. I mean, it has tons and tons and tons of information for you. You can check that out, and then you can also have your little Coral magazine. You can hit the viewer. You can basically slide through it just the same, and you can pick off where you left off on that. I mean, it's a pretty good application. I mean, it's very versatile. That's the best part, obviously. It's very, very versatile. So you can go from here to here to here, and however else you want to go. So that's another little treat that I wanted to show you guys. But one more final thing. I know a lot of you wonder how I get my information on fish and how I do all my stuff. Somebody even once said that I had a secret reef behind my house. This is my secret reef, Reef Secrets. It's made by Jacob Nielsen and Steven, or Seven, however you say it, Fosa. And this tells you everything you need to know about reef tanks. I mean, it starts from the beginning. It tells you about lights, water quality, aquascaping, biotopes, how you stock your, to tips on how to stock an aquarium, which is on page, I think, 75. Tells you how to stock your aquarium. Tells you about reef algae, like if you have problems with algae and stuff like that, you want to see why you're not getting a beautiful reef. They have information on that. They tell you about feeding, food and feeding, how to feed individual fish and stuff like that. And then they have other information. But you can, I mean, it's a very nice, unique book that you can go through. I mean, they have tons and tons of information. Has information on nocturnal invertebrates. It also has the nutrient levels on coral reefs. It tells you how to set up, as you can see, fresh water. Tells you what to do. Has everything. See a little H2O test kit in your hand. I mean, it has tons and tons of information. If you want to do, this is called the tide pool aquarium design. This is ways to circulate your power heads. I mean, there's the Carlson surge device, which shows you how to, have an elevated reservoir, so that way it's your tank is actually gravity fed. They have all the organisms that you can find in live rock, because people get stuff in their live rock all the time. They don't know what it is. You can basically go through this and it'll explain to you what's in your live rock. You can pick it out because it has names, has photos, has all type of stuff. So I mean, there is tons and tons of information here. The best part is that this book is very detailed. I mean, it even tells you how to grow mangroves inside a small tank filled with corals. So that means you can keep corals alive in any type of tank. Doesn't matter how small. It could be a 10 gallon. You can still keep corals. So I mean, you just have to have the right reading material to really know what's going on. But this book goes on and on and on and on and on. Like, oh, what's the reason why you can't put a sea apple in your tank? Right? You'd like to know that, right? That's a very pertinent piece of information. A lot of people just see them, think they're real beautiful because they come in purple and yellow and green and all that, and they never figure out why they can't do it. This is a particular fish that I will be adding to my tank, which is a regal angelfish. This is a full grown, but there's two types of them. There's from two different seas. You have to know which sea you're getting it from. Obviously, one costs more than the other, and you go through it like that. Another thing it tells you is predators and their vulnerability towards other animals. I mean, they even show you why you keep brains away from other corals, because how their tentacles spread at night and sting other corals. I mean, there is tons and tons of information. Tells you about different species of harmful worms and I mean, it just goes on and on and on. This has everything, like potentially injurious aquarium inhabitants, like stuff that can hurt you that you want to know, or if you get hurt by it, Okay, it tells you how you get hurt by it, the risk, the symptoms, the treatment, and precautions you should take. I mean, this is very important, especially with dealing with fireworms or urchins. You know, there's a lot of stuff. You know, there's federal, you have the tube anemones, you have sea apples, you have, and I have tube anemones. So guess what? I have to read what I have to do. Like, for example, I'm pouring vinegar on your hand if you get stung by it, because a lot of people don't know tube anemones can sting you too. I mean, there's information on mantis shrimps, blue ring octopuses, flower sea urchins, sharks, Maury eels. I mean, it just goes on and on. Lionfish, if you get stung by a lionfish, a surgeonfish, rabbitfish, trigger, pufferfish. I mean, there's a lot of animals that can bite you or harm you, and you need to know how to take care of yourself. So I mean, that's a really important section to me. Other section is this one right here, where you can actually go through and find each individual coral, each individual type of coral, and it'll tell you how to take care of it. I mean, it tells you everything on how to take care of the corals. So you can just go through the book. I mean, pages upon pages upon pages upon pages, different types of corals. Like, what's the difference between an anchor, a frog spawn, a torch, an elegance? I mean, you have bubble corals, foxes, orange cup corals, plating corals, scrolling corals. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I mean, there's animals in here you might not see. Like, see, I keep little passes like as bookmarks, but you can see like this nudie branch. Look at the color on this. I mean, I haven't seen this in real life yet, but I've seen it in a book. I know what it is. I know what it does. I know if I see it in the water, how to approach it. I mean, a lot of people don't know. I mean, there's different type of slugs. I mean, there's tons and tons of information here. I would definitely recommend Reef Secrets to everyone. I mean, pick up this book. It's only like $40. I actually got this one 30% off because the store that I bought it from was closing. So I mean, I got a good deal on it. But I mean, for $40 and you have information for a lifetime, hey, you can't beat it. I mean, you spend more on a fish, so why not invest in some knowledge? You know, it talks about worms. I mean, anything you can imagine. Shrimps. I mean, just everything. I mean, I know this video is a little long, but I wanted to make my point. My point is that there's so much stuff out here that we don't know about. Why not learn about it, right? Because at least now, when you talk to somebody, you'll be a little bit more educated on a particular fish or item or anything that they ask you about. I mean, it's better for you because you know what? One day you might want to become a zoologist, or one day you might want to go diving in the reef in your backyard, and you want to know what's going to harm you. You know what I mean? There's tons and tons of information here. I mean, I simply have to say that this book was well done. And I mean, a prime example.